Well, last week we talked about the open house and how critical that is. And today Jenny is with us. We're going to talk about the final walkthrough. Now, that happens after we've decided on the house. We've got everything lined up. We've got our finances in order. And it's just that point where we're just about ready to sign the papers. So how important is that final walkthrough for the buyer?
Dave, that's really important to do a final walkthrough. First of all, if there's any contingencies on the property, let's say you had to have the seller do a couple different things, maybe fix some trim or put some carpet in, you need to walk through the house and make sure all those items are taken care of before you sign the papers, and make sure that they're all moved out, and while they're moving out they didn't wreck anything. So I believe the walkthrough is very important in the closing process.
How soon do you schedule the final walkthrough before the actual closing, the signing of the papers?
Usually we like to have it within a day or two before you close. I mean, at least have it after the seller has moved out of the house.
What are some of the things that we can look for to make sure that this is the right decision that we're making on this day?
Yeah, Dave, at this point you've made the decision on the right house. You can't really back out of it now unless there's something that's not done that was supposed to be done. But at this point, you're just making sure that everything is completed.
Now, during this final walkthrough, would it be appropriate for us as well to maybe bring a contractor with us? So you talked about making sure things were fixed the way they needed to be, or bring some friends through once again for that moral support?
Oh, sure. You can bring anybody you want to through. If you need somebody to give you advice on if something was completed to satisfaction, then definitely bring a contractor.
Now, this may very well be the first time we've met the homeowner. Is there anything that we should be asking the homeowner at this time?
Well, a lot of times at the closing, buyers will ask sellers different things about the house. How does the fireplace work? And, what's the code for the garage door? Or, different little things on how the house does work. And that's a good time to talk with the seller to figure out things that you're not sure of and how to make things work in the house.
So what happens if we are going through the house and that piece of trim that you talked about earlier isn't in place, or the carpet was supposed to be replaced in one room and it's not replaced yet? What does that do to the sale?
Well, it'll probably postpone the closing. Otherwise you might be able to put some money into escrow, which allows the seller some time to get the things repaired. It just depends on how the bank will work with you. Jenny,
thanks so much again for being with us today.
Thank you for having me, Dave. This week I'd like to feature two homes that recently had price reductions. One is located at 4228 West 9th Street in Winona. It's a great 2-bedroom, 2-bath home right in the heart of Goodview. And the other one is at 708 East 8th Street, a nice solid brick home, 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. For more information, please go to WinonaHomesWithJenny.com.